Good evening, Madhouse crowd. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Frankie Trent, comedian from the Bronx, New York. And well, I remember in the old days, your first piece of ass. Oh man, everybody's trying to figure out what it's going to be like. You've been taken by the hookers for the money, and you don't know what to do. If there's a virgin, you don't know what to do. And finally, you got it by the recommendation. In other words, one of the guys would give you a telephone number of a hooker, and you call up that number and take and say, Jerry from the Bronx sent me. And you go down there. I remember I was so scared when I got this set up. I ran around Central Park, the reservoir there, a couple times, and meant to meet the woman. It was an old woman. It's very hard to set this up. Stand-up is very hard to set up. You got to put the visual in the house's mind. If you can't do that, and you can't flub your material, you got to be very, very confident of the joke, very confident of the material. Like a joke like this. When I was given the joke, they told me you must have complete confidence in the joke. It's going to lay the house out. There was this big man, very proud of his size. Big man. There's only one problem. He had a small schwanz. And he was taking a piss. And he looked down at the little man. A huge schwanz on the little man. Gigantic schwanz. And of course the big man right away was very jealous. And it says, what the hell is a little man like you doing with a schwanz like that, a humongous schwanz? I'd give the world for a schwanz like this. And then he said, now you wouldn't be one of those them there leprechauns, now would ye? Yes, that I am, lad. Does this mean you can grant wishes? Yes, I can, laddie. Can you grant me to have a man? Can you give me a man like that? If I held a man like that, I'll rule the world. All the women will come to me, big as I am. What is a little man like you doing with a schwanz like this? And the little man says, I'll grant ye wish, lad. But first you must do something for me. Yeah, what do I got to do for a little man like you? Grant me skull, lad. Grant me skull. The finest skull in all of Ireland. And I grant ye wish. Big man's thinking. Big man so insulted, little man. He says, now wait a minute. There's just me and the little man. Who's to know? Who's to know? If I own a schwanz like this, all the women will come to me. Very good, laddie. Follow me to the stall. And grant me good skull, lad. And the big man's sucking. And the big man is so embarrassed. Then when he finishes, embarrassed as hell at what he did, he says, now grant my wish. And the little man, how old are ye, lad? I'm 40 years old. What has that got to do with anything? You're 40 years old, and you still believe in me, leprechaun?